I am Ram from Rising YoungStars, and today I will be introducing you to Python variables. So let's get started. So we are in the Anaconda Navigator. Let's launch Jupyter. As you can see, it's loading. Let's wait for it to load. Okay. It's coming. As you can see, it has come. So let's create a new notebook. New, click Python 3. Then it's loading. It's taking some time. Okay, as you can see, it has got loaded and our cell is there. Let's just before we start, let's just rename this file as Python variables. Okay, and we're done. So first, let's create a variable name. So x, that is the variable name, and the value in it, that let it be 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, x is the variable which is on the left side, and the value 1, 2, 3, 4 is the data in the variable which is always to the right. So a variable can never be on the right side, it has to be on the left, and the value in it can never be on the left side, it has to be in the right. This shows that x is the variable and x holds the value 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's put the print command and get this out. So as I told, you don't have to put 1, 2, 3, 4. If you print x, that's enough. And as you can see, when I put x, I haven't put it in between quotes. That is because if you're putting any variable name, you don't have to put it, because the variable name is already defined. That is, it already has a value. So the value in it will be displayed. You're supposed to run it. So let's run it. Okay, we've got the value. Now let's try printing only the, let's put it in quotes. So print x. Here what will happen is x gets printed and not the value of x. That is because here we are defining x as x and we want x to come as it is. We want the value given in the print statement as it is. So anything you put in between quotes, the value in between quotes will itself come out. So as we have understood this, let's try giving two values to two different variables and print both of them. So let's just put x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and y is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now let's the print command pr print x and print y. Okay, let's run this. Nice, we have got both the values since we have asked the command to print both the values from both the variables. Let's get started with strings. So what are strings? Strings are basically words written between single or double quotes. Does not matter. It's up to your comfort, whatever you feel like using. So we'll just try using both and then we'll start. So print with double quotes Python. Let's run this. Okay, it works. Now with single quotes, let's try, that is print Python. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, no difference, works fine, properly. So this proves that doesn't matter about what quotes you use. So first, let's see by giving value to a variable, that is a string variable. Yeah, for a string. So let's give the variable name as x. X is equal to, what should we give? Python? Yeah, fine. No need brackets here. So here let's put Python. Okay, if you want to display the value of the variable, what you have to do is just give the variable name and not the value. That's because the variable name will have the value which will display the value, so it makes it easier. Let's run this. Oh great, we got the value. That's nice. Now let's go to multi-line strings. That is basically writing more than a sentence of in between quotes, but for that there is something different. Let's give a variable name, and then for writing multi-line quotes you have to give 3 pairs of quotes, and it can be single quotes or double quotes. Okay, let's write whatever we want. So let's write Python is awesome. It is the best. It's the best. Okay. Here I think you should be knowing what will be the output. So print A. As you know, you don't have to put in quotes. Let's run this. Okay, we have got it. Now let's try changing the format of how we have written, and let's see if that format appears in the output. Let's give the same variable is equal to, again, 3 pairs of quotes, and then write Python is awesome. Okay, the next line is right. It is the best. It's the best. Okay, let's put this in the print command and then run it. Print A. Okay, let's try. Hope it works. Great, it works. Okay, well, let's try putting it in another format by putting one word in a line. So it is time consuming, but let's just try for our satisfaction. Still, okay. Now, as you guys know, we have to put the print command print A, because the variable name is A. Let's run this. So as you can see, I've given it in the format of one word in one line, and it has come in the same format. Okay, so here we can understand that Python gives an output of the multi-line string in the format you give it. So it depends on the format you give and you expect. So now we're gonna see slicing of strings. So that is basically cutting a part of the string, removing it and displaying it. So for that, let's give a variable name x, and x is equal to Python. Okay, before I start slicing, I want to tell you something. So the place values of this string in Python start from 0. So that is p right here holds the value 0, and y holds 1, t holds 2, h holds 3, o holds 4, and n holds 5. So now for slicing, let's take example, we want p and y out. What we have to do is put the print command and then put the brackets and then put x, that is what we want to print out, and then to give what we want to display, that is slicing it out, you have to put square brackets. So in square brackets, so you know the values. So we want p and y. So what's the value of p? That is 0. So you give 0 and then you put this. So this shows till this symbol shows till where we want. So now we want till 2. But then you might have a doubt. Here I want only p and y holds the value 1. But why have I put 2 here? It's not because I want two values. It is because if you want till y, you have to put this value, because if you put this the value of this letter won't get included. Only these two, only the values before this, that is 0 and 1, whereas this 0 will get included. So let's try this. Let's just run this. Okay, as you can see, we have got it. Okay, now let's try another example for this. That is, if you want y, t and h, let's give the same variable and put it in strings, Python. Okay, now as I've explained you, let's try it. So print x and then square brackets. Now we want y, t, h. So y holds the value 1, so we put 1, and we want t, h. So t is 2, h is 3, so we need till the place value 3, so we put 4, because 4 doesn't get included, only till the previous value, that is still 3, so we put 4. Okay, let's try. Hope it works. Let's run it. Great, we want a yth and we got yth. That's great. Okay, now for example, next we are gonna see how to find a length of a variable. Sorry, not a variable, a string. So what you have to do is basically just okay, let's use a different thing. X is equal to okay, this time we'll use strings, strings, strings. Okay, now to find the length, that is, as you know, s is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now to find the length, we have to use the len function, len function. So the len function is basically, it looks like len. So this is the len function. Okay, I've just written it for an example, but you have to write it in between the quotes, with the print statement. So let's put the print statement. So once we have put the print statement, put it in brackets and put the len function, len, and then you have to put a pair of brackets. So here the variable x holds the value strings, that is the string of the variable x. So we want to know the length of the syntax strings. So for that you have to put the variable name in between the second set of brackets. So let's put x, and then remember I told you it's still 6. Let's see if we get the same value. 7. Okay, that's great, because we want to know how many letters are there. It comes 7. So don't get confused about this. Always when you want to split it, take the first letter as 0. If you're using the len function, it considers it as starting from 1. That's easy. Okay, let's give a bigger value to x. So x is equal to what should we give? Python is the best. Python is the best. Okay, let's use the len function again. Okay, so let's put the print command. Print, as you know, you have to put the len and a pair of brackets to show that it's a function. And what do you have to put inside those brackets? You have to put the variable name. Correct. So once we have put, let's run and see. Even I don't know what value is gonna come. It says 18. Okay, let's just count and see. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Okay, there are only 15 characters, but why has the value 18 come? Okay, let me explain you. That is because you see the space here in between these two and then these two and then these two. There are 3 spaces. So in Python, when you want the length, it includes these 3 spaces also. So that's the reason we got 18. Okay, so it's not any error or anything. So the next thing we're gonna see is how to convert a string with uppercase letters to lowercase and lowercase letters to uppercase. So for this, there are 2 functions. One is for converting uppercase to lowercase, that is lower function, and lowercase to uppercase, that is upper function. So let's try. So first let's give a variable name x, and x is equal to let's give hello world this time. Hello world. As you can see, in hello only H is caps and in world all are caps. Okay, let's give the print command with the function print x, that is the variable name, x dot, you have to put the dot for calling this lower and upper function. Lower, this function is used for lowering the uppercase. So as you know, for every function you have to put the pair of brackets inside. Let's run this and see. So as you can see here, this is uppercase and these were all uppercase. It all got converted into lowercase. So this is why it is used. Okay, now let's try putting everything to lowercase or everything to uppercase maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's give x again. Sorry, x is equal to hello world, and now print. Okay, sorry for that. Print, as you know, x, the variable, dot the function we are going to use, that is upper, and then the brackets that calls a function, and then let's do it. Now let's see if there's any change. Okay, there's no change. That's because everything is upper. Let's try putting it in lowercase. So let's put hello world. Okay, it's done. Now let's put the print command and then x, that's the variable name, dot upper, the function, and the brackets to call the function. Let's run. See, as you can see, everything has become uppercase. So now, as you can see, this is done. Now the next what we are going to see is concatenation of strings. That is basically adding 2 strings. So we're going to give 2 variable names with 2 different strings, and then we're going to add it. So it's actually a bit different. I will be explaining you. So let's give x is equal to Python. Okay, sorry, supposed to put in quotes, hope you remember that. Python, and let's give sorry, and y is equal to is awesome. Awesome. Made that mistake again. Should be in quotes. Awesome. Okay. Now the part of concatenation comes. Now we are going to give a third variable, that is z. So you might be thinking what we are going to give here. Z is equal to, so here for concatenation, as I told, is adding two strings. So here the plus sign comes into play. So here we have to put x plus y. So it's going to add this, and then as usual you have to print. Now in the print statement we are going to put the third variable z as the output, because that is going to add them both and give the value to us. And then put z. Let's run this and check. So as you can see, we got the output. Python is awesome. Okay, now as you can see, Python and is are joined together. So what you can do for that is, let's do it again. X is equal to Python and y is equal to, instead of immediately putting is awesome, you can leave some space and then put is awesome. So this is one way of giving space, or you could call it the easier way. And here, as you know, x plus y, and then print z, because that's gonna give the final value x plus y. So put z and run it, and as you see, we have got space. So there's one more method for giving out space, that is by adding another set of quotes in between them. That is, let me show you again, and then let's put Python and y is equal to is awesome and z is equal to x plus quotes, and always remember to put plus even after putting the set of quotes for space. Okay, and then you have to put y. Now let's run this, and oh, I forgot to put the print command. Let's just do it. Print z. Let's run it. As you can see, we have got it. So now let's see, how do we add multiple variables to multiple values at the same time. So let's give x comma y comma z is equal to let's give name of fruits. So apple comma banana comma mango. So now first let's try printing one by one. So print x, print y, and print z. So let's run this. So as you can see, after we have run, it has come in the form of list. Okay, now let's try another method by printing all the variables in one command. So let's do it and see if we get in the same way. So print x comma y comma z. Let's print this. Okay, as you can see, in the first example we got in the list, whereas in the second example we got in the line. So that is because in the first example we printed one by one, which made it come in a list, whereas in the second one we gave one command, so it came in a line. So one command comes in one line. Here we have given 3 commands for 3 variables, so it's come one below the other. Okay, great. Now let's see how to add 2 variables by giving 2 strings. So x plus, and then space, and give a space, and then give another set of quotes, and then write is awesome. Okay, now I'm sure it'll work. See, as you can see, it works. That's great. Now let's give 2 variable names and 2 values and just try it. So let's just put x is equal to Python and y is equal to, okay, if you have noticed, I haven't put in quotes again, Python and y is equal to is awesome. Is awesome. Is awesome. Okay, now let's just put it in the print command, and let's say print x plus y, and let's run this. Oh, that's great. Now as you can see, just don't worry about it, it's not a problem, I have told you already. And now you can see Python is awesome. Okay, why don't we try this with numbers? Okay, let's try. So let's put x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 5. Okay, let's print x plus y, print x plus y. Okay, if this works, let's try with all the other operators. Oh great, we got the answer. Now let's try subtraction if it works. Since we have already given the variable values, let's just put the print statement. So that is print x minus y. Let's try. Cool, it also works. 10 minus 5 is 5, and we have got the answer. Why not we try multiplication? So let's try that again. So print x, and as you know, asterisk is for multiplication here, since there's no multiplication symbol. X into y. Let's run this. Cool, it does work. Now what about multiplication? Not multiplication, division. Let's try division. So print x slash y, because as you know, for division we use a slash. So let's try it. Cool, it does work. That's good. Okay, now as you know, we have gotten the decimal form. If you just don't want the decimal value after the point, so as you know, just put the print statement again. Print x and you have to put double slash and y, and just run it. Okay, you got only the whole number part. It's fine. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. Please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching.